This is Jim Mitch, and we're back for another episode of the Libertarian Uncensored podcast. Let's get right into it. First we have following Elon Musk's lead, big tech is surrendering disinformation from the WashingtonPost.com, and that's by Dr. Gonzo. And I said, how dare a company supports free speech? Because, misinformation, disinformation, hate speech. You may not like it, but they're all free speech, and you all have the right to say them, I would say. Then we have Danish government will introduce new law to ban burning the Quran from Euronews, and I posted that, and I said, definitely goes against free expression. I think you should be able to burn whatever you want as long as it's your property. Then we have, when I documented the grave flaws and corruption in Flynn's prosecution, liberals said, but he pled guilty. After decades of scholarship, and some people plead guilty to the high incentives and coercion. Prison abolition quickly transformed into prosecutor worship. From Glenn Greenwald on Twitter, I posted that, and I said, people will go whichever direction the narrative pushes them, and the circle jerk will follow. Then we have Louisiana man arrested for making a joke about COVID-19 and zombies wins appeal from Institute for Justice by Ninja Lover, and I said, they really can arrest and imprison you for anything. Then we have Florida right to rock bill would bar venues from canceling shows based on politics from WFLA.com by Chi-Town20, and I said, definite government overreach here. Then we have hit list. Trump grand jurors face violent threats after names and addresses shared on QAnon forums from Salon.com by Kage blah blah blah. And I said, remember, it's only okay to share people's addresses if they are members of the outgroup. It's like when they shared all the Supreme Court justices' information, all the conservative Supreme Court justices' information after they overturned Roe. So, that's the thing, is you can share the rest of the members of the out-group, not if they're members of the in-group. I bet they'd be completely fine. If the jurors ruled the wrong way, people would be completely fine with doxing them, but since they haven't ruled the wrong way yet, they're not. Then we have right-wing false populism is so funny, and that's from Chi-Town20 crosspost from the r/WalshV subreddit. And I said, good for Anthony. He knows the Uni Party are all the same kinds of elites because he was mad that they played a song at the RNC debate. And he said, I don't want those tyrants playing my music. Jackson said, oh, he's already a tyrant. I thought you care about what saying against big corporate. You only do so when someone doesn't send for you anyway. That's a lot of people. They care about sticking it to the man, but they only care to find allies among people who don't want to dissent from them in any way. Then we have 1,579 most recent cases in crimes against children from Chi-Town20, and it's for crosspost from the Not a Drag Queen subreddit, and of course this is another agenda post, I would say, but ever it's Reddit, it's all an agenda post, I would say. Then we have, it's long past time to end John McCain's neocon foreign policy from Spike Cohen on Twitter, and I posted that. And I said, agreed, people like McCain because he was a lot less toxic than Trump, but both of their policies are the same. Neolib/com foreign interventionist BS that has been the official agenda of the U.S., arguably going as far back to the 1893 coup in Hawaii. Then we have, masks are political signaling mechanisms, and they provide doing my part comfort to help less nervous people from Angela McCardle on Twitter, and I posted that, and I said, they are the progressive version of MAGA hats, meant to convey a message above all else. I can see a justification of masks before the vaccines being widely available, but if you are still harping on them, you are 100% a blue NPC. Then we have, should libertarians use AI-simulated voices and faces in third-party debates? From Kind Community 1893. And they said, if we get excluded from debating, I have to simulate them with AI and debate the AI. And I said, I think it's a good idea. Politicians are pretty much chat GPT anyway. And then we have It's Hard to Gross Out a Libertarian, Jonathan Haidt on Sex, Politics, and Disgust from YouTube.com by Kind Community 1893, and that's the thing from the Reason TV YouTube, yeah. I said, yeah, I would agree there, libertarians can be, it's okay for libertarians to show disgust at things, but, as long as you're not forcing your beliefs on other people, as long as the NAP isn't violent, I think it's completely fine. Then we have open ballot versus secret ballot. What do you think is better? Do you think is better and why? I posted that, and I said, I personally would say open ballot. I think secret ballot is arguably the more libertarian option. I don't consider democracy a very libertarian institution, so I'm willing to compromise here. The big reason I support open ballot is because I think it is the easiest way to quote claims of fraud, which you increasingly see the Dems and Republicans do when they're open to loses an election. I think it would currently benefit the Dems more than the Republicans because one of the biggest reasons Trump won in 2016 and nearly won in 2020 was because of the shy Trump voter. Somebody voted for Trump, but who didn't want the societal stigma attached to it. And yeah, that's my argument for that one. Then we have, it was obvious that Oliver Anthony considered his song an anti-establishment, anti-system working class anthem, not one endorsing the GOP or Dem Party. That's because anti-establishment / pro-establishment is a more important metric than Dem versus GOP, and that's all he's saying. From Glenn Greenwald on Twitter, and I posted that, and I said, agreed. That's why the elites want us fighting against each other rather than against them. Next we have Judge gives libertarian ruling parents can't yank kids out of classes because they use books with gay characters. Children's books about puppies and Uncle Boddy's wedding are not such education from LGBTQNation.com by Chi-Town20. And I said, wouldn't the libertarian position be that you should be able to take your child out of any class for any reason you want to? And that's why I think they're going to eventually try and legalize stuff like homeschooling because they'll want your kids to have all the agenda in them. Both the right and the left want all their agenda in the kids. So that's why I think they're eventually going to try and legalize homeschooling because they think your kids belong to them and not you. They think they think you belong to them as well. They think the state should own everything, and that's why we gotta fight against these statist actors who have taken over pretty much everything. Then we have, do you think the fact that the Jacksonville shooter was a registered Republican is relevant? From Chi-Town20, a cross post from the conservative terrorism subreddit. And I said, really makes you think, and I linked to a tweet from NWokeness, and that was by black supremacists smoke down 62 white people at Christmas parade, 20 months later, no motive. Transgender terrorist attacks Christian school rights manifesto, 5 months later, no motive. White killer shoots up a Dollar Tree, hours later, motive declared a hate crime. Details manifesto are released. And one guy even said, a black guy lost control of his car while fleeing. My clock said, a black guy lost control of his car while fleeing an active crime scene when he wasn't at fault of. Just another guy got freaked out and lost control of his vehicle. It's tragic, but it happens. And I replied, what did I say? I said, where is it? Try to find it. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Also, this comment was so hard, but Politics said he made the Reddit Live Twitter account, and I think the thing is that I think that's what we got to hold these people accountable for their speech, and that's why I'm glad it ended up on the Reddit Live Twitter account. But yeah, so that's why I think we got it's people like Chi-Town here and Emerald because they don't care about the violence is used, just care that it's used to suit their narrative and that they can make an agenda out of it, nothing else. And that's why I think you should be very clear that people only usually care about violence for the agenda purposes and nothing else. That's why it's important to always remember what agenda people have because that's what they really want to tell you, not just saying, oh, we feel bad for the shooting victims. No, we need to create an agenda out of it. Gun control agenda, conservatives bad agenda, Dems bad agenda, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why we got to call that out and as whenever possible. Then we have, should we have open borders from My Circle Jerk? and he links to the Soho Forum debate from Reason, and the poll is either yes or no, or let's see, it's either yes, the earth belongs to everybody, or no, those immigrants are going to cut my wages and steal my gerb, and 14 to, yes is winning 14-4 currently. I would agree with that. And then we have McCarthy treats Freedom Caucus like easily fooled rubes, suggests government shutdown would impede Biden investigations by Baton 13 from the messenger. And I would agree that, that's probably correct. That's why I think we should have the government shutdown. You can investigate Biden on your own. I don't think the government should be doing anything. And that's why I think we need more government shutdowns, because, I think the government should be shut down permanently, if you ask me. Then we have Hair Like Mine, a Wikipedia article of the photo from 2009 about the black kid touching Obama's hair. And I said, in hindsight, this is a great point as to the direction the Dems would go over the next decades. It's pretty much saying, please ignore that Obama pretty much the same policies as Bush before him and Trump after him. His race is what was really relevant here. What would HRC's version have been? A vagina like mine. Then we have Ramaswamy breaks with GOP candidate, says Pence missed historic opportunity on January 6th from the Hill.com by Kage, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I said, his bet is that Trump can't run because of his legal issues and that he will be his replacement. I think he would do a lot better than Trump as a candidate personally. He's younger, more well-spoken, has less baggage, and he can use his Indian heritage to use the Dems and pull narratives against them. Finally, we have, before child died in custody, CPB tried to replace medical contractor from WashingtonPost.com supposed by Dr. Gonzo, and I think, that is wrong, and I think, that's why we shouldn't be justifying, CPB. I think that's, we shouldn't be justifying government agencies, because, when they always try, they might have been trying to help them, but, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That's why I think, if they shouldn't be getting involved like that, because it might always end up like a death like this that will make them look even worse than they are. And they're already very bad already, I would say. So I think we're going to wrap up there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.